You just heard the great Eric Collins there. He's on the call for us today, and it is time now for Same Game Parlay, presented by FanDuel. Brandon Miller, the leading scorer for the Hornets. How many points is he getting today, John?
I got him going for 20. That's what he's averaging, so I got him for 20.
Okay. Steve, how many assists for LaMelo against the Spurs?
LaMelo Ball and his great vision, 8 assists.
Okay. Stephon Castle leading the Spurs in assists. BG, how many?
He's got to be great for them today. 7 assists.
Okay. I'm going to stay here with you. How many points for De'Aaron Fox?
Mr. Consistent for them. Let's go. He's averaging 19. Let's go 19.
All right. You feeling good about those numbers, BG?
We'll see. We'll see. Yeah.
All right. NBA fans, FanDuel is giving new customers 10 days of second chances. Sign up today and you can score up to $300 back in bonus bets every day for 10 days from bets that don't win. Download the FanDuel Sportsbook app now to play your game. Spurs rookie Dylan Harper just turned 20 less than 2 weeks ago, and the number 2 overall pick is starting to find his footing in a major way. Since the start of February, he's putting up over 12 points and 4 assists per game, shooting 57% from the floor, as he continues to make an impressive adjustment on the fly to life in the NBA.
For Dylan Harper, the questions weren't just about basketball.
Certain things like where to go to a grocery store, like where to go get gas from, like little things like that.
A year out of college,
San Antonio Spurs select
new city,
Dylan Harper,
new life. Learning how to run an NBA offense while learning how to buy groceries.
Basketball is always going to be basketball. It's just the new lifestyle. That might be a big adjustment.
Back then, he talked about staying level. Months later, the rookie who was figuring out the routine is now delivering on the promise.
Dylan Harper! Oh, Harper! Oh, beautiful move from Dylan Harper.
Making winning plays, commanding the floor, and doing so on a championship contender.
Harper getting filthy.
Just like he said he would.
I mean, this is a loaded rookie class. Dylan Harper should be mentioned among the best of the best, contributing greatly to a championship contending team. He's unfortunately out today with a calf injury, but Blake, he has been one of your favorites to watch this season.
He has, and you mentioned that the whole rookie class is so impressive and so poised, so ready to play now. But Dylan Harper has shown us things that are so far ahead of his time. And you just mentioned it, such a young player. But here, instead of settling for a three, the guy's going under, he puts his head down, gets to the rim, finishes over a big, handles the ball well. And he's also an elite on-ball defender right here, guarding Jason Tatum, being physical with him, staying in front, staying down, finishing with a contest. That's just great defense for a rookie or for any player in general. And here, putting his head down, spin move, having the awareness to make this pass to Luke Cornett. And lastly, he can still do this. Ugh. I mean, I don't know. I've loved Dylan Harper from the beginning. I also love that the San Antonio Spurs coaching staff is so high on him as a person. His character is really high. He comes in every day, wants to work, and he is going to be a great piece for them in the future, but he's a great piece for them right now.
And Steve, I know one thing you've talked about all year is just if he's this good right now, the potential for Dylan Harper is out of this world.
Yeah, I see him as a perennial all-star. You know, it's only a matter of time before he kind of asserts himself into that position. I think for this team right now, it's a huge benefit to have him come off the bench, lead that second unit. You can't speed him up. As Blake said, he's elite defensively. The way he moves his feet at his size, his physicality, competitiveness, IQ. Reminds me a little bit of Cade Cunningham, his ability at his size. He can't get sped up. He uses his size and his frame extremely well, and he's just a super well-rounded player with an incredible ceiling.
I can't believe how good he is already. I can't believe how good Castle is in year 2. And for the Spurs to move up in the lottery and get Wemby and then have Castle fall to 4 and move up again to get Dylan Harper, it's just outrageous what they have going on there. Credit for them. They made the right picks every time. The Wemby one was easy. But this foundation, I mean, this is like a 10 to 15-year run potentially if these guys stay healthy.
Yeah, I mean, San Antonio, first team to have back-to-back Rookie of the Year winners since Minnesota in 2016. There's the second team to do so in the last 50 seasons. How do you think about just what the future of San Antonio can look like and honestly the now?
Their future is super bright. Like I say all the time, they're a year or two ahead of where they thought it was going to be. I think only them in the locker room knew how good they can be, but nobody expected it to be a top 3 team that we think they can win the championship this year. They feel like they can win the West, and it all starts with Wemby. But one thing I love about Dylan Harper, I watched him at Rutgers. I knew he was special, but I didn't know he can make plays for others like that because he had the ball a lot. He always scored. He makes plays for their second unit. He helps them go, but all the other guys are playing at a high level.
Yeah, and credit to Mitch Johnson, the Spurs coaching staff, because this is a team who has gotten better, not just record-wise or points per game or defense. Like, they are the eye test. They are getting better. The rotations are getting tighter. Guys are getting smarter with their decision-making. And Carter Bryant is a great example. He has continued to develop, and that's the Spurs coaching staff.
All right, we are getting closer to tip-off, and this is our last pregame show for 2 weeks, which means we won't be on the air when Hornets legend Del Curry gets his jersey retired on March 19th.
Hey,
Give it up,
congrats,
Del.
Del.
So we're taking this moment to recognize our great teammate who will become just the second player in Hornets franchise history to have his jersey hanging from the rafters in Charlotte. Incredible honor and very well deserved. So right now, let's check in with our friends in San Antonio, Eric Collins, J.D. Dyer, and the Hornets' great himself, Del Curry. Wembanyama. He actually today was announced as the Western Conference Defensive Player of the Month, but we know that he does so much on both ends of the floor. Charlotte's going to have their hands full, Steve. How do they neutralize Wemby?
Well, play fast and play early. I think it's really important for them to try to avoid as many stagnant half-court possessions where Wemby can anchor himself in the middle, take space away. So if they're able to get to their actions, unfortunately, this is what they do well, is play quick, multiple actions, multiple guys touching the ball, use their shooting to space the floor, keep Wemby out of the paint where he's got to come out and govern space.
Yeah, we talked about it, when we were talking about Stephon Castle and how he does such a great job of being undersized and playing very, very physical. That's sort of been the recipe for guarding Victor Wembanyama. He's gotten better at playing against that as the season's gone on, but the Hornets are a little bit undersized starting lineup, so play fast, but play physical, right? Don't give him anything easy, and most stuff is easy for him.
Yeah, and I think if they're going to switch pick and rolls, you're going to have the front. Like, you cannot get behind him, let him get behind the guys because he's going to catch all the lobs. He gets space to the floor and shoot the 3. But it's easier said than done. It's going to be a tough task, and hopefully they can get it done.
Just because this is always a subplot throughout the season, Wemby can only miss 3 more games before he is ineligible for end-of-the-season awards. He obviously came into today questionable, but luckily we are going to see him on the court today. But let's talk about Charlotte a little bit. Brandon Miller has been phenomenal. What have you seen from him, Steve?
Well, he's a really well-rounded player. He's a guy that can obviously space the floor with his shooting. He can score off the bounce. He's got length. He can switch defensively. So he's just a very well-rounded perimeter player with a gift for scoring, great touch. So when you look at that perimeter for the team, they fit so well together. Now they're starting to find a way, a style, an identity together, playing out of their ghost game, quick actions, moving it, getting to the next action, which makes each one of them better. And so their ability to make each other better, I think he's a really key component of that.
I think most important, just being available. He's been dealing with injuries from time on. Yeah. He has a shoulder injury now, but he's playing at a high level. But the good thing is he rebounds the ball. When he get it, he can push the break himself. He make plays for others. But he's athletic, shooting 3. He's doing a lot of great things this year.
One thing that kind of flies under the radar, the Charlotte Hornets are the only team in the NBA with 4 guys averaging over 17.5 points. That's tough to defend. It's tough to game plan for when, so many guys are averaging that. Anybody can go for 30 on any given night.
All right, gonna be a good one. Some young teams. Spurs and Hornets own the 2 longest active playoff droughts in the NBA. Spurs are ending that. Hornets trying their best. Thanks for watching MVM Prime Pregame, presented by CarMax.